very last kick of the game sees them scores a goal, but it's a controversial one from your opinion.
It's not just my opinion, Paul, it's everyone that's seen what happened. I mean, here I am, I want to talk about how well my lads have played, how well they've battled, at a difficult place, and then we get an assistant referee, if that's what they're called, the word assist. I'll use the word again, assist referee. He stopped him taking one corner because he said it's out to the D, because we cleared it. He decides to put his flag up and says it wasn't in the D, take it again. The lad not only takes it again, but the ball's not in the D again. He allows them to take it, and yet they've scored. And I've just said to the lads, at the end of the day, we still have to deal with the cross, whatever. But we had a league meeting the other week about officials. An official has cost us a point. Not Congleton have took points. An official has cost us a point. And if that's wrong of me to say, I'm sorry, because at the end of the day, I can't expect players, whether it's Congleton, my players, Bootle, whoever it may be, to come and perform, and then you get a linesman's decision out blatant, because I'm 5 yards from him telling him that the ball's not on the D, and he took a blind bit of notice and allowed it to happen. So Congleton haven't beat me. The official have, i.e. the assistant. But apart from that, I was pleased with my lads' work ethic. We played well at times. We could have, kept the ball a little bit better. We were unlucky not to score 1 or 2 goals. But again, we're talking about officials.
Worrying for you that you're not creating the chances like you were at the start of the season?
Maybe so, Paul. I mean, we have players missing and things like that, but I'm not going to. I keep going on about it, but they're important players to me. You like to hear John Lawless and people like that. They are important. I've had my goalkeeper. I'm not blaming Dean today. He's had a decent game. When I've had the big players missing, you do miss them at any level. But I'm not going to criticise today. I thought we made 1 or 2 decent chances today. Again, we scored a goal today. I'd like to see it again. Whether when the keeper's fumbled it and Ronnie Morgan's put it in it, whether it's offside or not, I've accepted it. But I just couldn't believe when I'm asking a linesman to do his job, and in a constructive manner. I wasn't screaming and shouting and all that palaver, but he's blatantly looked at me as if to say, well, just go away. It's in the D, and it's full well not in the D. But regards to chances, as you say, mate, yeah, probably we are struggling at the moment.
Yeah, and wasn't too much happening until maybe the last 10 minutes when the game got a little bit stretched.
Yeah, they've tried to change a few things, put Stephen Jones back up front with young Ryan Cox to try and stretch him. I've had Paul Brown playing a little bit wider, trying to create. Like I said, we've had 1 or 2 chances, and we possibly could have won the game in the end. But when you start talking and seeing officials what they do, I'm sorry, mate. They've cost me. Well, he has, the assistant linesman, not the referee. Thought the referee done okay on the day, but the assistant linesman has cost me today.
Just one of those days you're going to have to suck and see.
Yeah, but people turn around, and you can turn around and say, like, it levels itself out. I mean, we've had some weird decisions against us this year, Paul, and that's not sour grapes, it's a fact. When I want big decisions and things like that, it hasn't come yet, but, it'll turn around. It's not the end of the world, but what it is, it's, I feel sorry for the lads, because they've worked hard, Paul. They've worked really, really hard to get something out of that game today, and it's just being taken away from them by one really, really disgusting decision, because it was disgusting. But we move on, and we just go to next week and see what we can get out of RBA, I think. So we'll just see what happens, and we just keep plodding along, and when we have the full-blown squad, we'll be all right.
Use that what's gone against you today, use it again for you next week in a positive manner. Well,
I'd like to use it as I'm always positive, Paul, and I make the players positive, but again, I'll go on about it. I can't compensate for what an official does to the lads, because however much you put into the game, you end up despondent. You end up thinking, what's going on? Why are they doing these decisions? And I don't really know why, because it was so obviously blatantly outside the D. But we have to dust ourselves down. We have to pick the lads up again, because it's a defeat. And like I said last week, black and white tells me tomorrow we got beat 1-0 at Congleton when it shouldn't have been. We've let average side again to come and beat us 1-0, but they haven't beat us. The official has.
Well, hope you have a better luck next week.
Well, I hope so, Paul, but you know, again, you just ask people to be honest and do the right thing, and if they do be honest and do the right thing, like we've got to do on a football pitch, then we'll be alright, and all you're asking for is for him to flag and to say, listen, you know, I don't know what the ruling is, mate. I mean, it's out, so I don't know, simple as, but we'll move on, mate, we'll move on. Just disappointed, very disappointed.